Dumelang, hi, Sanbonani. Welcome to Get to Know Your Artist. I'm your host with the most, Tumi. And Get to Know Your Artist is an initiative by AHADI. AHADI is a multimedia company that aims to collaborate, develop. And this afternoon we have Cornelius Oliphant.
Don't get too close, you might see a ghost floating in the sky. Look over your shoulder. Don't get too high, don't close your eyes. Watch me lose my mind, 'cause my head is on fire. My head is on fire. My head is on fire. Pass me a gun. This place is haunted. I burn my thoughts. All is forgotten. Waiting for the sun. But this night is too long. This night is too long. Oh, don't you worry about tomorrow. I see trouble, but the reaper ain't calling. So I'll be fine if I stay in these clothes of mine. 'Cause I won't fall down, I can't fall down. Don't get too close, you might see a ghost floating in the sky. Look over your shoulder. Don't get too high, don't close your eyes. Watch me lose my mind, 'cause my head is on fire. My head is on fire. My head is on fire. No. My head is on fire. 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 Don't get too close, you might see a ghost floating in the sky. Look over your shoulder. Don't get too high, don't close your eyes. Watch me lose my mind, 'cause my head is on fire. My head is on fire. My head is on fire. Oh, oh, oh. My head is on fire.
much for such an amazing performance. I think you're very skilled when you pull the strings and
Thank you.
it literally goes straight to the heart.
Thank
And
you.
you're just such an intense performer. I think there's no way that one doesn't get lost in your performance.
I think that's the idea.
Yeah.
To like to let you feel what I'm trying to say, or to let you feel whatever message is being portrayed through whatever song that I'm performing.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like, even if you don't understand, you should at least like feel what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. I've seen that a lot with other artists as well, where like I might not, even if they perform in a different language, I might just be like, okay, I feel what they're saying. I don't really understand, but I think that's the cool thing about performing.
And I think that's what definitely comes out. Like, I feel you. I understand you too, but I feel you more. And I think it's beautiful. And I want you to tell me then, tell me a little bit about yourself, who you are, you know, and who you were before.
Oh, okay. Well, I am a self-taught, all kind of self-taught pianist. Most of what I know is from YouTube. Most of what I know about guitar is from YouTube. Singing, not really a singer, but yeah, I try. And then I've been writing songs since I was 14. So, but then I haven't been performing. I only started performing last year. So, yeah, that's me basically.
And what was the exact moment when you decided that you want to go into music?
The exact moment when I decided, I think I always wanted to be a rock star from
Yeah.
the time I was young.
Yeah.
I always saw like Michael Jackson performing, and I knew. Not just Michael Jackson, just like people like rock stars, like they would play guitar and like put the guitar on their back, and I'd be like, yeah, I think I could do that too one day.
Yeah.
So like when I played guitar, when I started learning guitar, I had forgotten about that, and then like it's only like recently when I thought, oh yeah, I always wanted to do this. So it's like I don't know when it started, or when I had the realization that like I want to be a musician or something.
Yeah.
But something that's always been like a part of me.
You talk
Like,
about songwriting at the age of 14. Can you go into detail about that?
okay, really, it was just like mediocre raps that I wouldn't want to look back on today. But really, okay, I started writing at 14. 16 is when I took it seriously. But then I stopped for a while because I just like, I became an overthinker. To this day, I still like overanalyze every single line that like.
That's
or
a
like,
good thing.
I'm like, what do people think of this line? What do people think of that line? So I'm like, okay. So, and then I've been writing. I still write to this day. I like freestyling more because then I don't overthink when I freestyle. So, yeah, so, yeah, that's it. That's been basically it with the songwriting part.
What was your first option then, if not music? If you weren't really, you know, intending on going to me, what were you thinking of going into? And yeah, can you just go into detail about
It was
that?
always going to be something within the arts. So it was
Yeah.
probably going to be film or
Okay.
like, and I still want to do that. So it was always going to be something artistic. I've always been like artistic. I've always been drawing since I was like young. I've been drawing and I've been, I only started getting interest in film like end of matric because I liked like overthinking the way the directors think, and that's the same thing that I do with music. I overthink.
Okay.
The ability to portray an idea in such a way that like that's not direct, but like through like metaphors and
Yeah.
yeah. So it's like I always thought that was cool. So I like art for that reason. So it was always going to be art. I would obviously have like a backup plan in some degree or something, but like the intention was never to pursue that. I was gonna pursue this until I feel like I've done enough. Even if I don't make it, I feel like for as long as I've done all that I can, then I'd be happy.
Can you go into, you know, your overthinking more? Like, what are the benefits of being an overthinker? Because there are benefits, right?
Yeah.
And what are the not so good stuff about overthinking? Yeah.
I'll start with the not so good stuff.
Okay, go ahead.
Really, it takes me like a long time to write because I overthink. So I could have a song idea today. Okay, so it's only like when I'm writing, but when it comes to making instrumentals, it's like, nah, it's just like easy. But like when it comes to writing words, I'm like, I have to like overanalyze every line and think about, why did I say this way instead of not saying it that way? What would the people that I look up to say? How would they say it? The people that write better than me, how would they say it? Overthinking, okay, that's the bad side. The good side, what is the good side of overthinking?
Yeah.
The good side is I can be proud of the things that I'm finished with.
Yeah.
I guess because I overthought it and I overanalyzed. And
Yes.
I made sure I double checked and triple checked everything. So then, yeah, I guess that's the one benefit I can think of right now. I don't know if there's any more, but
No, I like that. I like the fact that you double check. You know, you need to triple check if you're an artist. You know, and it kind of, I think it has great impact on the final product, right? That process of really going over your work, and you do feel proud of it, and I'm really happy to hear that from you.
Yep.
And would you mind telling us about the greatest musical or artistic influences in your life? Who have they been and why?
really my artistic influence. Okay, the people that inspire my music aren't always necessarily musicians. I could be watching a comedy show, and then that guy would be talking about a topic that I'll be like, oh, that topic is cool.
Yeah.
Let me go make a song about it. Okay, or like, I like the way. So like, let me say for example, I like Kendrick Lamar. Right, the way he writes. It's like he uses so many metaphors and stuff that like it's so engaging and it's so like so meaningful. So it's like whenever you hear a line, you just like you overthink. You're like, what did he mean by this line? What did he mean by saying today's a good day? Even though he probably just meant today is a good day.
Yeah.
So like I like to like. I guess that's where the overthinking also comes into play. I guess again because I use their influence. I listen to them, and I use that to write my own stuff. And like I've been like in the last year, I've been like around like a lot of poets and stuff, and they've been like they're crazy. Like my friend Tiamo, he's a really good poet. She's like
Shout out to Tiamo. Yeah.
He, like the way he writes, like it's like what. Even Royal Hacker Art, the way she writes is also like, what? It's crazy.
Shout out.
Everybody, Pretty Royal Trinity, everyone, like, the way they write, it's like, I take that and I'm like, I analyze and I'm like, okay, I can do that too.
Yeah.
Can I? Will I?
Yeah.
Then I go and overthink about it and then maybe I will, maybe I don't. Sometimes my overthinking turns into procrastination. And just, yeah.
Okay, so how would you describe yourself as an artist, right? How do you think people perceive you as opposed to how you want to be perceived?
Okay, that's a good question. I think, I don't know how I'm perceived yet by a lot of people, but like, for the most part, I think some people still see me as an instrumentalist only, for they only know me as doing the instrumental stuff. I haven't been like performing my own songs for too long. How am I perceived? How do I want to be perceived?
Yes.
How do I want to be perceived? Really, I don't really care how I'm perceived, if that makes sense. I just want people to like the art. I don't care if like they care about me. I do notice that like people like say that I look like an artist. They see my hair and they're like, oh, you're definitely an artist.
Can we go into your hair quickly? I think there's a big thing around your hair. You know, there's a before and after that we should dabble in, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel like when you look at yourself in the mirror? You know, like I know that now because I know when you undertake the lock journey, it's very intentional. Like it's something for yourself, for how you as an individual feel when you look in the mirror. So how do you feel? How has your lock journey kind of aligned with who you are as an artist today?
One thing about these locks, free forms, is like requires a lot of patience because it's a mess and it has no direction. So it's like really it's like the story of my life. It's a mess, but like I like the way I want to see how far it goes, and I like the way it goes. I like the way it grows. I like the way it grows. So like these dreads are like they don't really have that much meaning for me. Like I could cut them today, but then like they're just like in a way they are a part of me. They're like part of my artistry now. They're part of my image now, I guess. Yeah.
Can you tell us more about what you think about self-discovery and how has art influenced your self-discovery journey?
I don't know if art has necessarily influenced my self-discovery, but it has influenced my self-expression.
Oh,
So
yes. Yes.
there's still a lot to discover. I think you always learn something new about yourself every day.
Can you then
Yeah.
go into detail about your self-expression, right? How, just kind of like line it or map it out for us as an audience,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So self-expression,
Yeah.
really, the way that I write. For example, the first song that I performed, it's not from my perspective. It's from a perspective of like an old man that's like speaking to a young generation.
Oh.
That's like, really, that's what I hear a lot from like older people, and they like talk to, they like warn us. In our time, it wasn't like this. In our time, and like, I guess I just took that and I was like, okay, I can let me express that for you. Let me express that for you in a song. But and then I have a song called Ghost. It's like the things that I've seen and the people, how people are affected by like certain things that they did and they didn't realize it. And I didn't see it. But then over time I was able to like see it and I was able to write it down. Yeah, so
What do you get from music that you don't get anywhere else?
what do I get from music?
Yeah.
I think I get everything from music. Music is like, there's music for everything. That's the thing. So like, there's music for whatever you're feeling. So what do I get from music that I don't get from anywhere else? I don't know, because at this point I feel like music is all I have. So do I get anything?
That one
No.
feeling, you know, does it make you feel like home? Is it a friend that you've always longed for?
Music, I know what I don't get from music.
Yeah.
I don't know what I get from music.
Okay.
If I don't play music, if I don't make music, I feel like nothing is happening. I feel bored. I feel like I'm trapped or something. So I always have to like touch the guitar at least once a day.
Oh.
I have to like do something. Something musical has to be done every
Could you
day.
say that it's your lifeline?
In a way, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah, in a way, I guess, because it's like a part of me. It's a part of like who I am. Yeah.
What's your life's philosophy and how does it seep into the work that you create?
I've got a few philosophies. I don't know if
Yeah,
I have
share
one.
away.
I don't know if I have one.
Okay, no, share like 3. Yeah.
I can't think of all 3, but you know,
Okay.
stoicism. Stoicism is one. It's like you know how I just said, like even if this doesn't work out, I'd be okay because I know that I did the best that I could. So
yeah.
stoicism would just like suggest that certain things are out of your control, and therefore you shouldn't like
Yeah.
dwell on something that you can't control. For as long as you did the best that you could.
Yeah.
So I know I'm trying. I don't know if I've done the best that I can do yet, but I know I am working towards.
Does your
it.
overthinking help you to kind of, you know, affirm to yourself that you've done the best that you could? I think it does, right?
Really, I don't know if I've done my best until people say I did really well. Sometimes I'm just like, I remember I once performed a song. I once performed a song, Ghost. It's called Ghost.
Yeah.
And I was just like, hey, this is just another random song. And then after the song, Malcolm Basicc, he's like, yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. I was like, okay, that's okay. I really didn't think that song was like anything big until like he said it. Then other people started saying it too. So I didn't really. Sometimes I don't see what I do until other people tell me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess, but yeah, I always like try to put my best foot forward. That was stoicism. What other philosophy? Is karma a philosophy? I don't know if karma is a philosophy.
It is.
Okay, but karma is real. Karma manifests itself in many different ways. So I believe in karma. So try to be a good person. What other philosophy? But let's just end it at karma.
And how does it affect how you express yourself in your art?
Really, my philosophies don't like come out in my art. My art is just like more based on emotions and whatever I'm feeling that specific time that I'm writing. So, which is why like I overthink and I can't like finish writing in like a day or something because I might write today because I'm feeling this way right now, and then next week I'm not feeling the same way. But then I didn't finish the thing that I was writing, so
Yeah.
then it's like, hey, I have to get back to that emotion. Sometimes that's where I start listening to songs related to that topic just to get that feeling back.
yes.
Because yeah, like I said, music is like yeah, it's like such an emotional experience for me. So yeah.
Okay, tell us about your ideal listener, right? Who are they? What are they feeling? And how does your music make them feel? Yeah.
My ideal listener. I want my ideal listener to be like open-minded, because I don't think I
Open-minded?
make music like anyone else.
Yeah.
I don't think I sound like a lot of people from South Africa, really. So I want them to be open-minded, because I also don't want to box myself into a certain genre. I want to do whatever I want. Tomorrow I might release an piano song. Today I'm releasing a
Yeah.
metal song. Tomorrow I'm making I want to challenge myself through music to be able to like see how far can I go. And if I have any limits, why do I have those limits? So my ideal listener should be able to like, they don't have to like every song, but they should be able to like understand what I'm trying to do. So yeah. Two, three.